Hey guys, this video is brought to you without YouTube ads at all by Vikings War of Clans. It's a new game for iOS and Android, and having been on so many flights recently, I absolutely can't put it down. All you gotta do is play this game for like 5 minutes and you'll see why everyone is addicted to it. Vikings War of Clans, it feels like the top strategy games of the 90s and 2000s, but finally on mobile and 3D. The game is really well known because of its massive online battles between clans and even countries, with over 3 million players attending these events. Download the game from the link in the description below this video and get 200 gold for a fast and successful start. I've been playing this thing for like 3 days straight right now, and I just can't put it down. Hit that link in the description and get an exclusive TST deal on Viking War of Clans. Morning everybody, welcome to the Angeles Forest. It is a hot day out here and a hot car. This is Stuart, thank you for joining me.
What's up, Matt? Glad
Tell
to
me
be
your
here.
YouTube channel again.
Really cool videos.
Dude, check it out. I'll put a link to his channel. I mean, look at this hairspray he did this morning. He's a good looking man with a good looking car.
Thanks.
The cleanest Volkswagen Corrado I have seen since probably the 90s. And even then, you know, I don't think I've ever seen one this clean. Tell me all about this Corrado.
94 Corrado SLC VR6.
What is SLC?
Sports Luxury Coupe.
So is that all this nice leather?
Yeah, man.
This is nice leather.
It is.
No joke, yeah.
2.8 liter VR6, 178 horsepower, 177 torque stock. This has a Schrick 268 cam.
Schrick?
Schrick.
Oh, I love Schrick.
Yep.
Tim Schrick, my homie Tim Schrick.
Oh, you
of Schrick Cams.
Of course you know him.
No, yeah, he's the man. Tim Schrick's he's a maniac.
So it's got the heavy duty valve springs. It revs to 7,500. Supposedly, I just go to 7, which is at the end of the tack.
7 is where the tack actually ends.
So feel free to rev her.
Sometimes I shift at snow. That's
It's got a 2.9 throttle body and intake manifold from the Euro 2.9s. And my favorite mod, Wave Track Limited Slip Diff.
Oh, it does have a limited slip diff. Oh,
yeah,
cool.
So it's got some decent power.
And some nice Speedline wheels.
Yep,
suspension
wheels,
mods or no?
KWV3s.
Sweet.
And a complete refresh on all the bushings.
Wow. So this thing is, what I tell you, I mean, you can probably see it in the video, really how clean it is, but it is really clean. Really clean. The engine bay is like, you know, one of those.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's cliche as shit, but you could legit eat off the valve cover.
Right.
And I'm stoked because you just don't see these things ever. And so, and I've never driven one in my whole life. So here we go. VR6s sound awesome.
VR6.
Do you call? All right. Here's the question. We start with this. I see what you mean about third gear's a little tricky. You got to glide it in.
Glide her in.
Is a VR6 to you a V6?
Yeah.
To me, it's a V6 too.
Yeah.
But people, whenever I say something like it's a V6, they go, no, it's a VR6. It's not the same thing. And they're sort of right, but they're sort of wrong.
Yeah, it uses one head instead of, you know, the traditional 2 heads for the engine.
Okay, the brakes are very 90s.
Yeah, stock brakes. Slight upgrade on the pad, but essentially stock brakes.
Just takes a little getting used to, no problem.
Yeah, it is the driver's edition, 12.5-inch vented rotors in the front.
Is that a real thing? Driver's edition?
The driver's edition rotors is what they're...
That's what they're called?
Dubbed, yeah. No pun intended.
So they're V-dubbed, though.
Exactly.
Okay, really good steering. Super direct. This prototypo wheel is working too. Did this have the super ugly wheel on it when you got it?
No, it actually came with that wheel on it. I do have the stock wheel also, but the previous owner put that wheel on it. And initially I was going to change that, but once I held it, drove it, I was like, oh, it's got that Porsche-inspired feel.
Same wheel I have in my Mustang. It's great.
Oh, nice.
But did it came with the really ugly one, right?
Yeah.
The non-airbag wheel?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was really a low point in Volkswagen design, that steering wheel. Sounds awesome. It's like halfway between Nissan VQ and Supra 2J kind of. Right?
Yeah.
Right? It's got just enough growl. Hang on, windows. Ready to do it?
Right here.
Down here. We're gonna hear it. Ready? Here it is. VR6.
Downshift. Second.
Woo! That was lovely. Okay, back up now.
So the power
sounded good. The power's way up top, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm keeping it really over 4 this whole time.
It really wants to go all the way to 7.
It's really smooth too. It's more. It feels like closer to an inline than a V in delivery. This is very nice. It's tight. It's tight everywhere but the shifter, which is shockingly sloppy for the rest of it being so tight.
You're right. Stock shifter, it has had all the bushings replaced, but that's the way the stock shifter felt. So you can transplant the Mark IV shifter and then use any of the Mark IV shifter short shift kits, and it'll feel super snappy, but I just haven't done that.
Listen to that. 5,000. This sounds good. Right here, see, I can either be banging the rev limiter in second or mid to top in third. I'm using third.
It's got decent torque.
It does have decent torque. That's what you get out of that little bit of angle with the V.
Rev it, rev it, rev it, rev it.
That was 6,900 pretty much. It's beautiful. This is a lovely car.
Thanks, bro.
No torque steer, really.
Yeah, right.
Come on, maybe in first gear, but not in third. Listen to that.
No, all the way.
This is all the way. I'm on the floorboard. I'm gonna run out of road though, just so you know. I gotta run out of road.
If you can rev third all the way out and drop fourth, that's a fun feeling if we got enough road.
Well, okay. There is one place. There's one place. We're gonna have to turn right here in a second. We'll go on Big T.
Okay.
Actually, I may have already passed Big T. I don't know. God, this thing is good though.
Thanks,
For a front-wheel driver, I like it a lot.
This diff makes so much difference. I love this diff.
Did the car come with it? You put that on?
It did. The previous owner dialed this thing in so well. You put the suspension, the cams, and
that sounds great. I shouldn't have cut that, but I had visibility.
But yeah, I bought this car. A friend of a friend. He's a friend of the 1552 guys who I'm friendly with. Ed Hates Fun is the previous owner on Instagram, and he's a Porsche guy and built this thing up after it was being sat in a garage for essentially 10 years in storage, and got it out and completely refreshed it.
And you said this is not the original paint, but it was painted from basically new. It got hailed on at the dealer, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so the paint is not original, but it is 22 years old.
Yep, factory color.
Oh,
and the whole thing is aged the same. I just polished it. Ooh.
Little squeal. It's talking to me. It's talking to me.
But yeah, the paint color is Brom Beer Metallic. It's a factory color.
Brown beer metallic.
Brom Beer. Yeah.
Oh, Brom beer, not brown beer.
No, Brom Beer. B-R-O-M-B.
That's a German word for brown beer, right?
Probably.
A root beer. Root beer, maybe? Or eggplant or something? I don't know. Someone will tell me.
Now,
this is cool. I like these little, the 6 cylinders in the front wheel drive cars when done right. Like that, I think my favorite 6 in a front wheel drive car is the Mazda KLZE V6, which is a 2-liter V6.
Oh, nice.
And it revs to like 85 and shoots fire.
Oh, jeez.
The Mazda Lantis one take from New Zealand had that. MX-6 in America had that.
Sick. Yeah. Oh, I know that car.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shoots some baby flames.
Does it?
Yeah.
Mini fire?
Mini baby flames.
I'm gonna find a good turnaround because it is that time, and I want to use the gravity drive down the hill. This is a very good car. This is a lot of fun.
Thanks, man.
I expected this one to be good. I thought it might be good.
Yes,
Not appreciated so much when they were new.
No.
Why was that?
Really expensive, and they were just a little before their time. If you read the reviews of it, they're kind of criticized for being like too drivers focused and
just too drivers focused, huh?
Well, like
my Focus RS, which is quite drivers focused, but harsh.
Right. Everybody loved the steering feel, but they chose the Ford Probe GT because it was way cheaper. Yeah.
That's funny. The Ford Probe GT also used that V6, the KLZ.
Oh wow! Well, there you go. It's a great engine, apparently.
It is actually. Here's a good U-turner. This is lovely. 67,000 miles. The thing is tight as a drum.
Thanks. Now, on that note, the car is actually for sale.
Wondering when that was going to come up.
If you go to wheeliecoolvideos.com, you can check out all the specs and information.
I'm going to make us a little gap because I don't want to follow I don't want to follow an F-jizzle.
No, it's not cool.
A jizzle. Yeah, this thing is sweet.
So if you want to rev it out and chirp second, go ahead. It loves to do that. It's you can do a little baby burnout if you want. It's fun to spin these tires with the diff because it just, it's a real good feeling when both tires are, spinning at the same time.
We may have to pull off again, but I'm gonna try.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Good clearance. First gear, all the way up.
A little heavy with both Matt and I in the car.
Yeah, but it sounds really good. It's amazing. Even if I have the wheel cranked over and go flat, that's what that diff is doing.
Right.
That diff is getting that power down.
Oh, there's the damn limiter. What was it?
That's for all those people. It was actually past 7. That's for all the.
I've never done that. That's awesome.
There's people who criticize me a lot for not banging the rev limiter pretty much every
I told
shift.
you to rev it.
Man, it's a screamer. It really is a screamer. Oh, a cord.
Oh, damn.
Please turn left. Or let me by. What do you say, Accord? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? We're gonna get it? Here's what's the one thing that's kind of a bummer about this car is that to sit in the right driving position, my head is knocking on the edge. Was there a sunroof-less version of this?
Yes, a couple of them. Very rare.
So did you only get a sunroof with the SLC?
No, you could get them without it, but it's very rare.
And that's what everybody wants, right? Oh, you're not gonna let me buy? Oh, you blanker. Okay, we're gonna wait.
Yeah.
You said you wanted me to chirp second really bad, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Stay straight. It doesn't want to rip the wheel out of my hand. All right, I'll spend the rest of this drive between 6,000 and 7,000. No, I won't. That's me.
You already hit the rev limiter a couple times.
Yeah,
we got the taste.
I don't need to kill it. But man, what does this thing weigh?
2,700.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So for a quote heavy car, it's actually quite light. It's got this just a nice. Yeah, all these sport compacts today have that the real big turbo torque shove.
Yeah.
And this has that just linear.
Yep.
Super linear.
This car has the stock sway bars, but it's still pretty neutral considering.
That's pretty good. I mean, I don't know about it at the track, but on this road, it's quite lovely.
It's a canyon carver.
Yeah, it is.
And it's comfortable. You want to sit back.
It's not
the
car you want to go 10 tenths. Like you want to go 8 tenths,
Yep.
and it's great at 8 tenths.
Yep. Another downside besides the headroom, no cup holders.
Oh.
So you can stick up water, but down here, but
you need to use
no coffee.
That's a problem. That's why I don't bring my Mustang on these shoots. Honestly, it's because it's not because of the car. It's because of the cup holder. I just ordered though. You know, the best cup holder you can put it in any car.
Talk to me.
As long as you're comfortable drilling holes in the dash, which you wouldn't do with this. But the only redeemable quality of the Mercedes G-Wagon is the cup holder, which is a genius design, and it literally is like a basketball hoop with the net tied together at the bottom, and your cup just sits in this net. It's brilliant, and it's like $100 from Mercedes for this dumb little thing. But I ordered one for the Mustang so I can bring my coffee. Man, this is a really, really good little car. I'm shocked they didn't sell well when they were new, because it seems like the kind of thing that would.
Yeah, it was like a $25,000 car in '94.
That's true. Looks like you have possibly some pad material on the brakes.
Yep.
You may need to go out and rebed in these brakes, because it's a vibration, but it doesn't feel like the warped disc. It feels like there's just some deposits on there, like you had a good strong run in it
this
and
morning.
then parked it. Yeah. Oh yes, of course. What a great little car. Very, very fluid. Rides well. It's not too stiff.
Yeah, these coils are fantastic.
Yeah,
it's actually set on the
free.
softer end right now. After I replaced all the bushings, it was so stiff.
Hello, Minnie. Chillin'. Yeah, the only real weak link to this whole car is the headroom and the shifter action, both of which could be easily remedied by the new owner. Actually, the headroom you can't do anything about. And these seats are in It's like they haven't been recovered, right?
This is factory leather.
They're great. They're comfortable
Yeah.
in the right position. And are these
Good
guys going to
bolsters.
let us by? Otherwise, we're going to pull over and wait right before the tunnel so we
Yes.
can really make that VR6 sing. I'm not getting a good vibe from these two. I'm just not.
No VW love.
No VW love. What are these gauges? Oh, it's volt and oil pressure. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And it does need to be said, if this is the original cigarette lighter, it has never been used.
Nice.
Right? That's fresh.
it, man.
That's zero use. Did that come with the car?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to let these guys go through this tunnel, and then I'm going to wait, and we're going to put the windows down, and then we're going to make noise. It's going to go, whoa!
So the windows only work one at a time. That's a Corrado quirk. So random. And they're right there next to each other, so you could drop them at the same time.
But you can't.
And it's one touch down, but yeah.
Do they go up at the same time? Oh, you have heated seats.
Heated seats.
Ah.
And I love these door panels.
These door panels, you know what they remind me of? My DeLorean. My DeLorean had an almost identical pattern and stitch and Corinthian leather fucking thing. All right. Let's make some noise in this tunnel. Second gear is the one, right? We're going to go second gear.
Sure.
Second gear in this tunnel. I'm going to start this from 35. Here's what this VR6 sounds. It's glorious.
That was the whole rev range. You timed that perfect, bro.
That was literally 35 to red line in that tunnel. This car sounds real good. What kind of exhaust is this?
That's a MagnaFlow cat
Oh, that's
mag.
it. MagnaFlow is usually very conservative.
It is decatted though.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that's another
That's
reason.
why it sounds so good.
Yeah.
That's the real reason.
Stock header though. So like, you
Is
can
it?
even open it up more with the header.
I wonder if you could end up with this sound and remain more legit if you went header no cat. Although it doesn't really matter in California, does it? Listen to that. It's good. It's good. And you can just huck it. Not that that was a very big huck, but you probably could just huck it.
Yeah, so stock they were criticized for being tail happy and oversteering. That's one of the things they were
ironically,
criticized
that's
for,
what
right?
people like now.
That's what I meant earlier,
That's a 0.4 if you're talking about a Fiesta ST, and a point against if you're talking about one of these. They weren't that into oversteer in the 90s like they are now. Now oversteer is the thing.
No.
This thing has it's got revs for days. It's such a different thing, like, all the new turbo cars really. It's that big torque and then the power dies off around 5,500. This, it really starts to get going over 4 and it goes all the way to 7. You need room for it, but it's delightful.
When you come down to that next gear, you're in the power band.
Yeah.
It's just such a fun feeling.
It's like a Honda, but with torque.
Exactly.
That's very, very cool. This is a really, really neat car, man. I'm really about this.
I really enjoyed that.
What a delightful opportunity this is. And honestly, for anyone out there, no bullshit. If you think you might want a Corrado, this has got to be the one. This has got to be the nicest one left, right?
It's purple.
It is purple. But have you,
it's my
you're
favorite
into
color ever now.
Corrados.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a nicer one than this? I haven't.
No, I've seen a couple really nice ones, but again, it's purple, 60,000 miles, and this diff and the cams, it's just kind of enthusiast modded to the nines.
I seal of approval. Buy this Corrado if you want a Corrado. It ain't gonna be cheap, but but some people gotta have the one. You know what I mean?
That was me.
Some people don't want like a Corrado. They want one that feels like it's supposed to feel.
Exactly. I paid full asking for this. I was like, oh, yep.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thanks, Matt.
Hit the description. Check out his YouTube channels. Obviously, a great personality with great hair and good taste in V-dubs, y'all.
Thanks. Really cool
V-dubs.
videos. I do videos similar to Matt. Not as good by any means, but
can only be one original.
I love this guy. Thanks, Matt.
Buddy.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.